Have you ever caught yourself thinking, how can I make her miss me? Maybe it's Annex. You're hoping to reconnect with Simone, who seems to be drifting away, or a girl you're dating but haven't quite reached that next level with yet her rest thing making. Her miss you isn't about playing games or following usual advice everyone throws around. It's about flipping the script in a way that feels effortless and natural. And here's a little twist, what if the secret to making her miss you isn't just about her but about you. There's a timeless philosophy that holds. It's key to mastering this balance, one that's all about focus, self-control, and creating irresistible intrigue. Curious, stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know how to make her miss you, you'll understand why it works on a much deeper level. Hey, this is James. I'm here to help you develop a stoic mindset to master your relationships with women and take control of your dating life. If you're ready to level up, hit that subscribe button. Now let's dive in. First, let's talk about something you absolutely shall do. Stop being the backup planner. Big mistake a lot of guys make, is acting like a safety net. You know, Al West texting her with a casual "Hey, how's it going?" thinking this will keep you in her thoughts. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. What we're really doing is putting yourself in the fallback guy zone. When she sees you as plan B, she won't fully respect or desire. You become the guy she turns to when her other plans fall through. And let's be real, nobody wants to be that guy. Another common misstep, being way too obvious. A lot of guys try to bring back old memories, like saying, remember that amazing time we had, thinking it'll spark her feelings again. But honestly, that can come off as manipulative. It's like watching a cheesy movie where the director is clearly trying to make Yokri. You resist it just because it feels forced. So if trying to die doesn't work, what does? Here's where it gets interesting. The secret lies in the art of detachment, a core principle of Part 1. The power of competition. Stoicism. The idea is simple: when you stop clinging to outcomes and start valuing yourself first, everything conjues. It's not about ignoring her or playing hard to get. It's about creating a vibe that's so grounded and confident she can't help but wonder what makes you so different. And here's the twist: one of the most powerful ways to make her miss you to set the tone from the very beginning. This isn't something you ought to do when she's pulling away. It's about establishing a connection so strong yet so effortlessly detached that she can't stop thinking about you, even when you're innate around. Want to know how to create that magnetic pull? Stick around, because secret might just surprise you. Let me tell you a little secret. It's all about creating emotional triggers. You know, those little things that sneak into her mind and remind her of you when she least expects it. Think of it like planting a memory seed that blooms later on. One super simple way to do this, senna mori, our sense of smell, is crazy powerful. When it comes to memories, Ifu have a signature cologne that you always wear around her. That scent becomes tied to you. Then the next time smells it, whether on someone else or just passing by, it'll instantly make her think of you. Here's the trick: topic a scent that's unique but still familiar. It shouldn't be so rare Thatch never smells it again, but not so popular that every guy is wearing. That way, when she catches a whiff somewhere, it creates a connection. Her brain can't ignore another brilliant move. Inside jokes create little moments only that two of you share. Funny jokes, random nicknames, or silly references. These are like private treasures that no one else understands. So when something reminds her of one of those moments, it'll hit her hard. She'll remember not just the joke, but also how you made her feel, and that's something no one else can replicate. Here's where as principles of Stoicism come in and play. Think about it. The Stoics believe it in leaving a lasting impact through meaningful actions, not grand gestures, by focusing on subtle but intentional ways to create these emotional triggers. You're channeling the same idea you're rescuing. That influence doesn't come from training too hard or overwhelming someone, but from planting small meaningful moments that linger long after you've stepped away. Now, timing is everything. Tease moves need to happen early on while you're still in her life. If she's already pulled away, it might be too late to turn things around, but if she's still in the picture, even casually, you've got part two. Transform into the new you time. Even something as simple as changing your cologne can spark a reaction. It's all about buying gentle plan ahead and you'll always shave the upper hand, remember? The Stoics taught us to master the things with inner control by creating these subtle yet powerful connections. You're shaping the way she remembers. You calmly without needing to chase her attention, and here's a powerful truth: knowing when to walk away matters just as much as knowing what to say. So, guys think sticking around longer will build a stronger connection, but that's not how it works. The real magic happens shown. You leave her wanting more. Most guys don't realize this, and that's why they miss their chance. Picture this: you reconnect with someone who had started pulling away, or maybe your ex finally replies to your messages, things are clicking. The conversation is flowing and the spark is back. It's going great. But then what do most guys do? They panic. They cling to the moment for dear life, thinking, if I just keep this going, she'll feel even closer to me. That's where things go downhill. Here's the hard truth: sticking around too long is a surefire way to ruin it. Instead of leaving her wanting more, you slowly start coming off as needy. What happens next? Your value takes. Let me break it down for you. Think of it like climbing a hill. The vibe is greed, chemistry is building. You're at that peak, but if you stick around past that high point, you're not climbing anymore, you're sliding downhill. Suddenly she's picking up on little hints of desperation, and then it hits rock bottom. One, you say something like, why can't we just give this another shot? Boom, attraction gone. So what's the move? Learn to leave on a high note. When everything is clicking, that's your moment to step away. Don't drag it out. Be the one who sides when the conversation lit or hangoutins. Even if she's the one who starts to wrap it up, while the energy is still fun and exciting. Why? Because if she feels like she didn't get enough, she'll left wanting more that little bit. Mystery keeps you on her mind, but the scond. She gets her full fix. You loseth upper hand. This isn't complicated. It's easy to mess up. Knowing when to leave can be the difference between her obsessing over when she'll hear from you again, or slowly forgetting you leave while you're ahead. Let her crave that next moment with you that show you stay unforgettable. Let's get real for Asakan: stalking someone, especially on part 3. The magic of Mr. Social media is one of the quickest ways to ruin your chances with any woman, and it's not just about avoiding being that creepy guy, it's about saving your own sanity. Trust me, obsessing over her every move will do nothing but drive you straight into an emotional meltdown. Hers. Why? The moment you start scrolling through her posts, you're walking into a mental minefield. You see her smiling in a picture with some random guy, and your brain instantly goes into overdrive. Who is he? Are they dating? Is that her new boyfriend? You'll turn something meaningless into a full-blown drama in your head, and before you know it, you're spiraling. Now ask yourself, is that kind of emotional chaos really worth it? Spoiler alert, it's not if you're trying to play it cool and reconnect with her. This is the last thing you need, but there's more to it than just wrecking your mindset. Stalking also makes it impossible to hide how much attention you're giving her when you know every little detail about her life. Like where she went last weekend, or whoa, she's hanging out with. You'll eventually slip up. You'll casually mention something like, so how was that concert? Thinking you're being smooth Butin instead of being impressed. She's thinking, wait, how does he even know I was there? And just like that, you've coast yourself. Game over. Then there's the social media interaction itself, liking all her posts constantly, commenting. It doesn't Makoyo look confident or cool. What it really does is scream, I'm always here waiting for you to notice me. You're not standing out. You're solidifying your spot as the backup guy, the one she knows will always be around, but never the one she truly desires. So what's the move? Tack. Stop obsessing over what she's doing or who she's with. Let her wonder about you. For a change, be the guy who's so busy living his own life that she starts to notice your absence. That's how you flip the script instead of feeding her ego by always being her audience. Make her realize that you're the one in control. Focus on yourself. And letter Beatty one, wondering what you're up to. It's how you win all right before we jump back in. If you're finding Fishelful, hit that like button. It helps YouTube share this with more men need it, and it keeps the content comingits quick free, and it makes a real difference. Thanks. Let's get back to Etal, right? Let's talk about the fourth part 4. The emotional triggers. She can't ignore strategy to make a woman miss you. It's not just about being mysterious or trying to make her jealous. It's about playing with her mind in a way she doesn't even notice. But harassed thing, women are sharp. They can spot manipulation from a mile away, especially Hein. It's obvious you're trying to make them jealous. Here's the mistake most guys make. They overdo it, bragging about many dates you've been on, or how many women are after you. Big mistake. Instead of making her jealous, you're just making yourself look desperate. She immediately knows you're refishing for a reaction, and instead of feeling drawn to you, she's thinking, wow, trying way too hard now. She feels like she's in control, and guess what? You've lost the game before it even started. So how do you do it right? It's simple. Be mysterious. Don't spill every detail of your life on social media. Instead, post just enough to make her curious. For example, skip the cliché selfie at the club with random people. Instead, post a subtle shot like trois glasses on a table, or a photo of a concert with no one else in the frame. She'll see it and think, wait, who's he with? What's going on? That tiny bit of mystery will eat her up inside her thing. Women love to fill in the blanks. If she doesn't know the full story, her imagination will do all through work for you. Is he seeing someone? Is he happier now? The more questions she has, more she's thinking about you, and thoughts exactly what you want. Another pro move: don't overshare. If she asks about your weekend, keep it vague. Say something like, oh, I had a great time skiing. Don't mention who you were with. Let her mind wander. Was it a date? Just friends? Then certainty will drive her crazy. Now some people will tell you this is playing games, and you should just boyfriend. But here's the truth, a little mystery. Intention, keep things exciting. If you're an open book all the time, Thess Park fades fast. Predictability, that is the ultimate buzzkill andromance. So forget posting flashy photos or trying too hard to show off your life. Instead, keep her guessing. The less she knows, so the more she'll want to figure you out. And when she's constantly wondering what you're up to, that's when she truly starts to miss you. All right, let's devento the final strategies. This is where things really get interesting. We've occurred jealousy and mystery, but now it's time to crank things up with a little something extra competition. This is where the magic truly kicks in. Here's a little secret most people wouldn't share. A woman won't start to miss you unless she feels like she's lost your attention to something or somebody else. If she knows she's your number on a priority all the time. The game's already part 5. The importance of letting go. But if she feels like she has to work to earn your focus, now that's a whole different story. Right trick is simple. Introduce something new in your life that takes up your time and energy. It could be a new hobby, an exciting social group, or even someone who's caught your interest. The key is this: you can't be too available. If you're always at her beck and call, she'll sense it, and she'll never feel the need to fight for your attention. But imagine this. Instead of sitting at home scrolling through her Instagram on a Friday night, you're out doing something that lights you up. Mabayov joined a rock climbing group, taking up salsa dancing, or even started traveling with a whole new crew. Suddenly, we're not just the guy waiting around for her text. You're the guy living a life so full and exciting that she feels like she might be missing out. Here's why this works. Women are wired to want what they can't easily have. When she sees that you're thriving without her, eye triggers a little voice in her head. Why isn't he thinking about me? Who else is he giving his time to? That's when the competition kicks in, and she'll feel the pull to fight for a place in your life. Again, and here's the best part. You're not playing games or pretending to be busy. You're genuine like creating a life. You love that authenticity is what makes it so powerful. She'll see that you're not just a backup plan for her. You're someone woes and high demand living your best life, and nothing draws attention quite like that. So step up your game. Don't just wait for her to notice you. Give Hera reason to show her that you're not just there waiting, you're out there winning. That's how you turn the table sand. Make her realize she might just be the one chasing you. All right, here's Sizik's move to really change the game. Be different, man. This one's like flipping script in a movie. Compultil unict. And impossible to ignore. Women tend to expect certain behaviors suspiciously. They've had the upper hand before, but guess what? You're about to rewrite the rules. First, stop being so predictable. Don't reply to every text second it comes in. Stop bending over backward to give her all your asterisk attention. The secret here is simple. Start living for you. Focus on your goals, your passions, your growth. Even better, change up your look. If you've a lesbian, clean shaven, try a beard. If you've vestock to casual outfits, surprise her by stepping out in a sharp suit. The sex changes may seem small, but they speak volumes. They send a clear message. Not the same guy you thought. Yaknu, when you evolve both in how you look and how you act, it shakes up the dynamic. Suddenly, you're not that predictable guy she's had figured out. Sure, someone intriguing, someone new. And here's the thing, people are naturally drawn to what they can't fully understand. That little spark of mystery will have her wondering what else is different about them. Now let's take it to the next level with the seventh strategy. Eliminate these subtle mistakes. This one's a Jamekanjara. Lot of guys fall into old habits thinking they're being charming butthos. Same habits are what sabotage them. Lays. Be real. Are you too eager to please? Do you text back the second? Sakonklu Samus says, do you always agree with everything? She says these little patterns might seem harmless, but they scream, I'm still the same guy you can control. Here's the fix. Take a step back. Stop giving away your power by buying overly available or agreeable. The moment you start setting boundaries and standing your ground, everything changes. You shift the balance, and she noticed. So let's bring it all together. Here's recap. Introduce a little healthy compassion. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself and drop thosa bibbits that keep you stuck in the same old patterns. These aren't just random tricks. They're ways to transform how you show up, not only in relationships, but in life. Asa whole. And when you do this, trust me, you won't just make her miss you, you'll beck immune fart. But let me get real with you for a second. These steps aren't just about making her miss you. They're about creating a version of yourself that even you are proud to miss when you look back at how far you've come when you apply these principles. You're not chasing Inyan's validation. You're mastering your own value. Here's where Stoicism comes into the picture. The Stoics taught us to focus on what's within our control and to let go of what isn't. Think of Booty. You can't control her thoughts or her feelings, but you can control your actions, your growth, and the energy you bring into any relationship. When you'll master this mindset, you stop trying to make her miss you. You naturally create an environment where she can't help but notice your absence. That's the power of flirting intentionally and honestly. This isn't just about romantic relationship shifts. Is about showing up in every area of your life as someone who commands respect, radiates confidence, and builds connections based on authenticity. Imagine how powerful it feels to walk into any room or situation owing you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. That's what happens when you shift the focus back to you. So let me ask you, what's the first step you're going to take today? Are you going to start by leveling up a skill, cutting out host habits that keep pulling you back, or maybe even just taking a moment to reflect on the kind of person you want to become? Drop it in the comments below, because I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. Your journey inspires not just them, but everyone in this community. And if this video clicked for you, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, not just because it helps Channel grow, but because this is just the beginning. We've got more to explore, and I promise the next video will raise the bar even high runtal. Then stay focused, stay grounded, and remember the person. Your Bekomingus far more important than the one you're leaving behind. Let's make ETH happen.